Alright, yo, what's going everyone? Yarikz here. Welcome back to another Beastorm Simulator video. And in this one, I'll be talking about something that not too many people talk about. And that is the problems with Beastorm Simulator. So as you could tell by the thumbnail, one of the topics that I'll be talking about in this video is macroing. So if you want to hear my opinion and Onett's opinion on macros and whether it's allowed or not, make sure you watch the end of the video. I was planning on making this video a while ago, but I never got to it, and only now I remember to do it. So yeah, make sure you drop a like and sub. If you find these videos entertaining or anything like that, make sure you do that. And if you agree or disagree with anything me or Onett say in this video, drop a comment telling me what you think. But yeah, let's get right into the discussion. So everyone knows, for the past 2 years, macros have been dominating Beastorm Simulator. When these leaderboards load, I want to show something. But pretty much, if I look on this leaderboard, all the top 10 players, they have macroed. 100%. Pretty much everyone on the leaderboard macros. It's impossible to get anywhere in Beastorm, like on leaderboards and stuff, without macroing. Macros have been used for the past 4 years ever since the game came out. It was kind of obvious, but they became widespread once the Supreme Star Amulets came out and stuff like that. So to give you guys a quick history about macros, they weren't always as OP as they are right now. So today, if someone can make 50 trillion honey per day not doing anything, back in the day, people could maybe get 1 trillion max. And that's the best blue hives. Most of the people who use macros, including myself, use them for resources like fruits, sunflower seeds. I used to get sunflower seeds to give my hive when I was a white hive. There were people who farmed battle points, and maybe they still do to this day. Yeah, some guy got 4 million battle points, only have 400,000. But pretty much all these people on the leaderboard today, they definitely macroed the battle points at some point. So we're just killing mobs over and over and over in different fields, getting all the tickets, getting all the loot. There's people with hundreds and thousands of tickets just from that. But yeah, you get the point. Macros were very good, and if you use them, you're very much doing better than most people in the game. But they weren't as broken as they are now. So skip to the 2021/2022 Beesmas event, where Buoyant Bees, where Balloons, Buoyant Bees, Balloon Blessing come out. And Onett just makes Blue Hive, which was the worst hive in the game at the time, the best hive color, and it still is. Like, literally all these people on the daily board, they're probably a blue hive. They just macro and they get 20, 30, 40, even like 100 trillion honey per day just macroing. And it is absolutely stupid to me how that's a thing. And I'll get to the part where Onett talks about macroing in a second, but just to me, like, the game was so much fun like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when you actually had to grind for stuff. Back in my day, you couldn't just hop on a program to do all the work for you. You actually had to put in hours and days of work into your quests, into your like tools, stuff like that. And now kids can just hop on their computer, turn on macro, and get all that stuff for free. And it would be interesting for me to know what the real amount of active players on Beastorm is, because the number of Beastorm players doesn't usually go down throughout like the days and stuff. Like, no matter what time of year it is, unless there's an update, the number is always the same, around 20, 25,000. And that is because macros. Macros are on the game 24/7. And I get that it's part of the game, but at the same time, I feel like newer players are kind of demotivated once they see people get like trillions and hundreds of trillions of honey, like with no work. So I do not think he actually ever confirmed that they're allowed or they're not. Everyone just assumes they are. I'll assume so as well. But he does say Blue Hive rebalancing. So Onett has been talking about macros since February of 2020 and talking about like how macros are different than exploits. So he did say, I want macroing to be somewhat viable, but weaker than active play. Onett also said, once macroing is nerfed, boosting as red will again probably be seen as the best as long as you have the materials to afford it, because right now white is just a more expensive version of red. So he's just saying how red is probably going to be the most powerful hive color eventually. It is very good right now at the moment that I'm recording a video, but blue is just so much more viable because you don't have to waste resources and you can make so much honey. On my mistake, Onett actually did confirm, no, autoclickers macros won't get you into any trouble. This is very specific. This is a very specific exploit that's causing the reset, so he's talking about how some things that you do in the game cause you to get reset. Mostly like injecting cheats into the server and stuff. Make sure you don't like cheat. Macroing is not considered cheating as it's just pressing your keyboard for you pretty much. Yeah, trying to get a realistic feel for rebalancing, and since macroing exists in the real game, makes sense. Even before Beesmas on talking about macros and how it might cause a problem, I'm adjusting them in an ongoing process. I can't win. People will complain if they're overpowered, people will complain if they're weak. All I can do is adjust them back and forth, and it will take time before the update reaches a stable point. but blue shouldn't make more during AFK and macros than other colors boosting. In my opinion, it's kinda true because literally every top player during Beastmas made quadrillions and like tens of quadrillions by macroing and boosting, so I'm not sure what that's about. I need to reel in honey per day for macroing, as it's rendered most of the endgame goals irrelevant, like B levels, gifted mythics, supreme star amulets. The other concern is letting the game hyperinflate and causes more problems behind the scenes. And he says once the numbers reach quadrillions, the math becomes messier, and stuff like auto-rolling jellies already causing massive problems due to the amount of royal jellies people can afford easily now. So like I said earlier in the video, the Beastarm economy is screwed just because of how much macroing there is. Pretty much Onett did confirm that he is trying to reduce the power of macroing. Literally, that's his own words. So that does mean macroing is probably allowed. But I feel like both me and Onett would agree on the same thing, that macroing is kind of destroying the Beastarm economy. So another question that I wanted to discuss in this video is it possible to fix macroing? If you want to ask that question, first you would have to think, how would you ever fix macroing? If you disallow it, like if you tell everyone don't macro, like obviously people are still gonna macro in their VIP server, and there's no other way to stop it. You cannot tell if someone is macroing or not, or just boosting. The second choice that I could see people saying is just
make Blue Hive bad again. That would fix the macroing problem.
So say that's the case. Blue becomes an awful hive color against nerfed to the ground. Well, lots of people are gonna have to hibernate from their blue hive, which is gonna be pretty problematic. I'm sure a lot of people will complain. There's gonna be like riots and stuff. And even though it might fix the problem of macroing, the Beastarm economy is still screwed. Like all those people that you see on the all-time leaderboard, it's gonna stay that way forever. Just because people have got so much unfair honey for macroing and stuff, that even if macroing does become disallowed, it's gonna be so hard to overcome like these people on the leaderboard, just because you're gonna have to get all that honey manually instead of those people who have been macroing for months and getting that honey for free passively. Hopefully that makes sense what I just said. I said a lot in the last sentence. What I mean is, instead of getting all the honey automatically, those people are gonna have to grind themselves manually. So once again, kind of big problem. So in my honest opinion, no, macroing cannot be fixed. It's just gonna be a part of Beastarm forever. And those people who do macro, good for them. I guess all those people making hundreds of trillions per day, I guess they actually do like macroing and seeing all that daily honey. Must be like a to them. Oh, and I forgot to say one point. Oh, and I forgot one thing I want to say. So say blue macroing becomes like banned or whatever, not banned, but it becomes non-existent. There would still be macros for like bug runs and stuff. Bug run macros, like ticket macros, all that good stuff. Vicious bee macros. All that exists. There's a macro for anything that you might ever want. You want to get red pollen from the cactus field? That's also a thing. But on a serious note, like macroing will still be a thing no matter what Onett does or whatever he says. So yeah, macroing, big problem, cannot be fixed unfortunately. But you know, everyone does have their opinion. Maybe my opinion is wrong. Or maybe opinions aren't wrong, but maybe my theory on macroing is wrong. Maybe it is possible to fix. So make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this and like the whole macroing problem. Because macroing, it's like literally everyone does it, and I can't really blame people for doing it. Like, if you see a bunch of pros doing it, like, obviously people want to do what the pros do, because why would they not? So yeah, but at the same time, macroing, it's like a massive what if. What if this, what if that, what if this happened, then this would happen. No one could know for sure. Same in real life. You can never know for sure what would happen. I had some stuff happen to me recently, and I've just been thinking about it. What if this happened? What if she did this instead of this? Maybe everything could have worked out differently. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like and sub. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Also want to give some credit to Gumpendium. I think that's how I pronounce your name. Thank you for the thumbnail idea. Hopefully you won't get too mad at me for using it. I did think your thumbnail was very good though. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day, guys. Bye.